It really says a lot about how bad E3 has gotten in the last few years when not only are big publishers pulling out of E3, but you have smaller game studios announcing their games before E3. And I'm not talking just leaks or random Walmart announcements. I remember that year. I'm talking actual studios choosing of their own volition to announce their game before E3. And that happened in this instance. And the game that got announced before E3, I think, is the best new property that was announced in all of E3. And technically, this game was at E3, so I'm counting it. I don't know where at E3, and no one seems to acknowledge that it was there, but I've seen reports that it was there, or there was a booth with something in it, so I count it. Those of you that don't know or haven't guessed by now, I'm talking about the fact that Larian Studios is making Baldur's Gate 3, and I am a happy boy. This has been a game that people have been begging for nearly 20 years now. And especially in the last 5 or so, when the second coming of the isometric RPG started. When Wasteland 2 proved that not only was there a demand for this genre, but it was a fucking big and profitable one, everyone was saying that now is the time we are finally going to get Baldur's Gate 3. And then Beamdog happened, and everyone was like, fuck no, we don't actually want Baldur's Gate 3 anymore, please put it back. Beamdog is like the biggest mistake that's ever happened, which is what kind of puzzles me, the fact that Larian is the one that's making Baldur's Gate 3. The last reports I saw were from 2016, and it was confirmed that Beamdog was making Baldur's Gate 3. What happened? Did Wizards see the negative reception of Dragonspear and took the license back from them, or just not renew it? I can't for the life of me figure out how, and there's been no reports released that explain what happened. Maybe further down production, we're going to find this out, like Larian will be in an interview and they'll explain how they got the license. But until then, it seems kind of weird that it got out of Beamdog's hands and then it got into Larian's, and this was complete silence for 3 fucking years. Either way, I am just so stoked that Larian has it. Now, personally, I would have preferred In Exile or Obsidian to have gotten it, since they are the original Black Isle and BioWare crew. But I absolutely understand why Larian has it, since they are the first studio to have made a better rated game, a PC RPG, than BioWare's Baldur's Gate 2. Their Divinity Original Sin 2 is the only game, the only PC RPG, I have to be very specific with that, to top Baldur's Gate 2 in overall rating. No one thought that that was ever going to be topped, and then Divinity Original Sin 2 just came out of nowhere and shocked the world. So it makes perfect sense that the people that took the crown now get to be the ones that show us that they deserve this title and this recognition. And I am stoked. I can't wait to see more about this. This was easily the best E3 moment for me. And again, I fully admit I'm completely biased in this because I am an old school RPG fan to my core. And it's just so amazing to finally see it happen. I know that a lot of people are going to say their favorite moment was the Cyberpunk announcement with Keanu Reeves, or the Ghostwire announcement with their director. I am the Baldur's Gate 3 announcement. I can't wait to see what happens with this and follow it. And again, it really shows how far downhill E3's gone. When they didn't even wait for E3. They just announced it a couple days before in what is normally known as the dead man's land of game announcements. You always wait until E3, or at least that had been the common practice until just a couple years ago. Now they don't give a fuck anymore. They'll just announce the game whenever. E3 be damned. Good. E3 needs to go. It served its purpose, and it no longer really has any. There are much better game display shows. There are, in this modern age of streamers and actual people that play video games rather than video game review sites. It really serves no purpose. It's a giant media event, and it's very outdated. We've come a long way, shooting just 10 years, but especially since E3's creation. I think it was 96, 98, something in that effect. And I don't think there's a way to revamp E3 to make it sustainable, so we really need to just do away with it. It's going to feel weird having such a long-standing tradition of the gaming industry be gone, but I think it would be for the better. But enough about my hatred of E3. Baldur's Gate 3! Woo! Yes, I'm a little fangirl. This has been Math Machine, just, well, fangirling over Baldur's Gate 3 and talking about, well, E3 should be gone. E3 Baldur's Gate 3? Huh. Peace out.